Hi. As many new players try out Tekken 7, they'll find out that there is an almost overwhelming number of new mechanics. Normally they'll jump into training mode, practice combos because, you know, feels good, and then find out that all those seem safe, that your backdash isn't as effective as other players, that not everything is launch punishable, and that your move list is too damn long. Well, I'll get to that one later, just gonna let the visuals play out, but the others are all easy. They're just trivial new things to learn, like weak backdashing, again, something you have to take with time. Unlike other games that have normal movement, in Tekken you can cancel all of your dashes at any time by pressing a different direction to the one you had in. It's similar to L cancelling in Smash. It's a necessary and game-changing thing to have in your arsenal and be able to execute consistently. It's not hard, it's just you do it a lot, and it's harder than the equivalent in other games. Learning your punishers comes with looking up frame data, 10 frame, 11 frame, 12 frame, 13 frame, 14 frame, 15, 16, 27, 28, whatever, who cares. Startup moves are important to know, as they will be your punishers. As an example, take Dragunov, since it's already in this video. We'll just go to his website, and it says all the startups of his moves, look. Here you go, rbnorway.org. So we can confirm his best 10 frame standing punishes, 2-1. It does 18 damage, and this Korean guy uses it as his main punish as well. Well, why not use this one, 1-3-2, the high mid, because it says it does 1,000,000 fucking damage. Tekken uses the same system as every other fighting game. However, some of the combos aren't natural combos, in that they won't combo if the other person is playing the game. Combos like this tend to be for juggles, or for gimmicking people out with inbuilt mix-ups, like 10 strings. Down forward 2 is a 15 to 16 frame move, and because it launches, it extends into around 50 to 70 damage. Nothing is going to be better than that, so we just have to find the things between them. So we have 10 frames, 18 damage, plus 7 next to them, and 16 frame, and standing 16 frame we have 50 to 70 damage, full juggle. So standing 12 frame at 4 is a 12 frame starter move, and it has 3 follow-ups. I don't know which are natural combos, so we're all fucked on 4-1, just 27 damage, and probably combos, naturally. Standing 14 we have back 3, which puts them in a tailspin for a further juggle of a dash up something. Dash up, I think it's 3-2-1. And crouching, this is fucking hell. And crouching, this is an important part of Tekken punishes. Whilst crouching, you don't have the options of standing moves. You only have while rising moves and your crouching moves. So your fastest while rising move is 12 frames, and it's just 1 while rising 1. It does 18 damage. They denote it as WS for while standing, and WR is while running. So you have to make that difference. I mean, obviously, like, it's pretty fucking obvious which ones are which. And 15 frame punishes while crouching uses 2, gets a full juggle into 50 to 70 damage, and there isn't much else here. So anything that hits low and is better for them than minus 15, so that's minus 14, 13, 12, we should be low parrying into this combo here. And there are also different positions the opponents can be in. So if they are neg 10 but lying down, you won't be able to punish with 2-1 since they are both highs. You'll miss. You instead just have to take just do a mix-up on them. But D4-1 or D2, which although are slower, they hit low, so you have to be aware of some of that. As anyone who has opened the Tekken move list knows, the move list is very long and can therefore be quite overwhelming. But don't fret, or fret less, as I'm going to soften the blow with a few helpful pieces of information with this video in the background. It's of 2 top-level Korean players at CEO in Grand Finals, so these are the very best players, or footage of the very best players that's also recent, and using how much of their arsenal they believe is sufficient to win. So the first softener, I think, is of another fighting game and how many moves that has. Street Fighter is super easy. 6 standing moves, 6 crouching ones, 6 jumping ones, 6 close ones, 2 to 5 specials with 2 to 4 different power levels, light, medium, hard, EX, 0 to 3 command normals, 1 super, 1 to 2 ultras, slash V trigger, slash shit, fucked it up again, comma, 3 V skills, 1 focus attack, 1 universal overhead, comma, 1 throw, comma, and 0 to 1 air throws. Now if you think about it, for any character in any SF game, so for Ryu in Ultra Street Fighter 4 you get 6 plus 6 plus 6 blah, 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 and it comes to 47. And some of those aren't useful, similar to Tekken. You have a 90 move list, and half of them aren't useful. So, jumping jab, close light kick, stunning med punch, Ultra 2, medium tatsu, medium firefall, so that takes it down to 40. That's still a decent number, and in this counter going on in the background, that's within or inside the deviation of Tekken. So that hopefully makes it less overwhelming. Playing the easiest character in SF4, you're using as many moves as characters in Tekken's having. Some of the characters. There are harder characters, but whatever. If you're wondering who has the most moves in Street Fighter, I think it is Seth at 52, or it might be Yun, who has 57. Another way to make it less overwhelming is by applying game plans to it. In 2D games there tends to be a very obvious game plan in action. One who wants to get in, the other who wants to keep them out. So the moves they use change depending on that. So M. Bison, if he were against Guken or some other fireball character, would rarely use standing medium kick or roundhouse or stand med punch. Pokes, they wouldn't use pokes basically. But against Zangief, that's almost all they'd use, since you know you want to keep them out. In Tekken, that same principle applies, except instead of it being about a stable game plan based on the characters and the natural matchup, it's used to create and break tempo and give yourself an option to play differently. You can put your already narrowed down effective moves into more baskets based on how you want to play for the next few seconds or so. And before I end, can we just take a minute to talk about tryhard commentators? I don't know who it is who keeps thinking it's a good idea to put two of the same type of people on commentary, but it's getting really bad. Get one know-it-all nerd who is good at the game, and then alongside him get a drunken guy who just wants to chat shit. It's a fantastic combination. In fact, I think they've been using it in sports for the past 70 years or so. Currently the commentary is all esports ass tryhard white noise, where it's just background noise to accompany the gameplay to make it, I don't even know, it's just there. You can hear it like, oh, he's trying to get in his head and he's trying to do stuff, Jim, like that type of crap. You shouldn't be able to make a soundboard of a commentator. That's my opinion, especially for the goon one anyway. Think of getting two James Chen clones on a mic, making analogies using Super Turbo, a game that no one under the age of 35 has even touched, let alone cares about. Like, it'd be agony. It wouldn't serve a purpose having two James Chen sitting there. Ugh. You need to have some spice, some flavour commentators. Just find some. Pay money for them, anything. Just don't get two flavourless potato and rice ball commentators. Unless you want your tournament to be a snort. Especially for the earlier rounds where the players aren't as good and maybe the matches themselves won't offer as much content as the later ones. You need to get the commentators in there, and that also like adds to it as well, because there's less people watching the earlier rounds. You can try out more retard commentators. And by retard I mean crazy people.